As I was saying, I completed my methodology on the 15 individuals within the lab, and it was comprised of two different tasks, two phases, low demand and high demand tasks. So what I would do is for each individual, for the first part, I would offer them a treat, either a fruit or a vegetable, in a small white tray, which is what they get their food in every single day. So it's very common to them. And I would just observe which hand they use for that simple reach to get the treat and put it into their mouth. So I'd see if they use their left, their right, or their mouth, and I would just do that over and over for each bush baby. I would complete 2 rooms per day, which housed 15 or 5 bush babies per room. So roughly 10 bush babies a day. So after that, I would begin my secondary phase of the experiment, which was presenting them food in a what's called a toddler cup. So this involved a little bit more manual specialization, a little more manipulation. So what this cup is just a small little kid's cup. It has 2 handles on each side, and it has a soft top, covering the open mouth, so that they can put their hand inside, they can feel around, they can grab the handles, but they can also pull food out of it. So for this, I would just watch. I did the same thing. I just observed them one at a time, and I would watch which hand they grabbed the handles with or the cup with. Initially, that first grab to hold it, and which would be considered the manipulation. If they use that to twist it around or take the lid off or even just hold the handles, I consider manipulation. And then I observe which hand they used for reach, just a simple reach to get the food out of the cup and into their mouth. So I did that for this few weeks, just as I did the first task, and I just recorded all the data. And what it came down to was, within the initial just general sidebys for the low demand tasks, it was really hard to distinguish any particular patterns of one side's use over the other for the individual levels and the population level. I believe there are 4 in particular who use their left hand a bit more than their right, but nothing was statistically significant enough to say that they were left-handed or they were right-handed or neither. In terms of the manual specialization tasks, the high demand tasks, again, it was hard to discern a pattern, especially at the individual level, for one of them saying, okay, well, they use their left hand to grab or they use their right hand to grab, and then they use the opposite to reach. It wasn't easy to say. It was nearly impossible to say that they had one specific way of handling these cups. But what was interesting about the data was how often they use their right hand specifically for that manipulation part of the toddler cups.